Coming to you live from downtown Pomona. It's Mia Vanna presents the R&R podcast where we talk sports, entertainment, and cigars. To my left, the funky co-host, Robert Barksdale. They call him Google or Sports Center. I am. Yo, Stephen A. Hood.
Yes, sir. You ready, baby? Episode 31. Let's get it.
From the hood.
Give me some.
Let's go, baby.
Cover my drink like you usually do.
Get your drink, baby.
Yeah, let me get both of them.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about, man. We Auburn, Duke, Houston, all number one seeds. So we got Florida versus Auburn. Who you got? I got Florida.
I got Florida.
Well coached. You know, in 2014, Bruce Pearl hired the Florida coach as a grad assistant. 11 years later, head coach of Florida in the Final Four. He's a good coach. Up and coming out of Columbia.
Yep. You know that it happened since 2008.
That all four number ones
made it.
And we called it. We called these four. We said Florida, we picked Florida over Tennessee. We picked Auburn. They were right there all year. We picked Duke, who's my favorite.
And we picked Houston. I'm rolling with Duke.
Yeah, Houston over there with
Houston
Mercy
scrappy.
Miller. Yeah, they
Houston
are.
Scrappy.
They play
got
defense.
the best defense. And they only lost one time since Thanksgiving.
Shout out to Kelvin Sampson. He won at Washington State. He won at Oklahoma. He won at Indiana. Now he's winning at Houston.
Yeah.
Good coach.
Good
and you know him and the coach Barnes from Tennessee. They just beat them to go to the Final Four. They grew up together in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been friends for 40-something years. So
cool.
Shout out to Coach Sampson. So who you got? Florida? You got Florida over Auburn or no?
Yes, I got Florida over Auburn.
That's what I have. Who you have? Duke over Houston.
I got Duke over Houston.
Keep me reading my notes. Okay. And who you got for the championship?
I got Duke riding all the way.
Me too.
Cooper
I got
Flag.
Duke. Cooper Flag.
Let's go.
How good is he going to be at the next level?
Pretty damn good.
Why is that? What do you like about him?
He got everything.
What is he in at the next level? What position? I say a 3.
A 3?
A 3 because he's not bulking up.
Three.
A solid 3.
Yeah.
He's a solid 3. And he hold on. We'll give you the floor. But what do you like about him? I like his face-up game. I like that he's tough.
He's tough. He can get to the rack. He can shoot. He got the mid-range. He got it all.
He got it all. Who does he most remind you of? To me, he's like a Dirk.
Dirk. Dirk. A little.
More of a 3. Gonna be good, man.
Right.
I think he's gonna be really good. High school All-Americans. Shout out to Roosevelt, who's a rate like probably he was number 12. I think he might be as high as like number 8. He and we talked about where he might go, but there's a lot of kids whose dad played in the league. So we got right now All-Americans, Cameron and Caden Boozer, who's
Twins.
Carlos Boozer.
Right.
They're both going to Duke. We got Kion Anthony, Carmelo's son. We'll talk about him later, going to Syracuse. We got Marcus Spears, who played for what used to be my favorite team, the Cowboys. He's All-American. We got Jermaine O'Neal Jr. He's All-American out of Dynamic Prep in Texas. We got Andre Iguodala has a son that's 6'7", a swing man.
Wow.
Say plays just like his dad. We got a kid we both seen a lot, Elijah Arenas, who's going to SC.
USC.
What you think his ceiling? Is he a pro? He's a pro all day.
He's going to get there.
If you go on YouTube, they have a YouTube with him playing against all these pros and one-on-one, wearing them out. Yeah. And he's 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
You got Jackson Richardson, who's Jason Richardson's son. The other son is the point guard on Michigan State. But Jackson is bigger. He's 6'4", 6'5". The one at Michigan State's like 5'11", but they're both good. So man, all these guys, man, everybody got the cheat code.
You got the cheat code.
You know, Gilbert works his son out, does the drills. So yeah, man, I'm loving it. High school basketball. What's Braden Burries? Where is he going, man? They talked about Arizona. I think SC. I don't think he's going there because of Arenas. Talked about Tennessee, Alabama, Arizona. UCLA is not in the top.
No. What is Arizona?
I heard Arizona too because
I heard Arizona.
They say LeBron's son may have to redshirt over there.
Why,
I don't think he already signed. He already committed. Yeah, he's going. So I don't think he's going to be.
Daddy can't get him in the league.
Nah, I don't think that one's getting in the league. No. So I don't think so. Man,
Mama gonna be mad.
Yeah, well, you can't do everything.
Right.
A lot of coaches are moving this time of year. So Kevin Willard, the coach at Maryland, who got them in the Sweet 16, took the Villanova job.
That's a good job.
And the Maryland alum were mad because they said we keep hiring these renegade coaches who don't have any loyalty. But I mean, the players all get in the portal. How come the coaches can't get in the portal?
I mean, the coach has been doing it, so it ain't nothing new.
So he left, and then Buzz Williams from Texas A&M is taking a Maryland job. And I love Maryland because that's, hometown. But, I mean, coaches got to, you got to go. You have a job. I have a job. If somebody offers you more money, better position, are you taking it?
I'm taking it back.
Thank you. Yeah. So I don't know what the alumni are mad about. So I didn't really get that. Now all the college teams are getting GMs. Andrew Luck's the GM at Stanford. Bill Belichick, SC took the one from Notre Dame, who Nick Saban said might be the best GM in football. He thinks SC's on the rise. Bill Belichick has a GM. Steph Curry's the GM for Davidson.
Yes, sir.
Trae Young just got named assistant GM for OU. He's going to help with NIL, recruiting, helping the guys sign their deals. So he's he's from Norman. Yeah. So Trae Young, they just announced that assistant GM for OU.
That's a good smart move.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they know recruiting. They, you know what I mean? And the kids going.
They know the money. Yeah.
And I don't think they'll mess over the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. We got a lot to talk about college, man. And I want to hear from somebody in the audience, OG Wayne, because I know he wants to say something. I got to start, bench, cut college basketball. Start, bench, cut college basketball. You got to start one come off the bench, and you got to cut one. Then this is just off of college. Len Bias, Wayman Tisdale, Danny Manning. Just off college.
That's deep.
I'm going to call on Wayne, the Crickets. I'm going to call on Wayne because he was there to see them when they were all in elementary school. So he saw them come up from fourth grade, Pee-wee basketball, middle school, AAU, junior college,
YMCA.
I think he coached Wayman in high school. So can you start one, bench one, cut one? Starting by, I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Danny won it, but with Tisdale was okay. I like that. Somebody else 50 or older.
Tisdale was a problem.
Yeah. Because if we ask our producer, he gonna say, which Manning? Ricky Manning? So I need somebody else who could that knows basketball. Coach, who you got? You got Bias, Wayman, and Manning. Okay. Bias is my number one out of Northwestern High School in Hyattsville, Maryland.
He was on his way.
He was on his way. Gave Michael Jordan the business. They battled.
Right.
He wasn't better, but at 5-star camp in the summer of '80, they battled, and that's how they became tight. They used to hang out together.
Right.
And then when they played in college, it was a battle.
Right.
Yeah. Lenny B was on his way. Yeah. Question, Big Sean, you had a question about somebody's coach? What do you mean? Well, I think Jordan's freshman year, they kind of had the chains on him, but after that, they had to let him go. He was too good. North Carolina in 1981 in November, they had them on the cover of Sports Illustrated, but he only had Jimmy Black, Matt Doherty, Sam Perkins, James Worthy. He said, I can't put Jordan on the cover of Sports Illustrated because he's a freshman. But James Worthy said by the end of the year, he was the best player on the team. As a freshman. That's why he got the last shot in April of 1982. So yeah, but I agree with what you said. But by his sophomore year, they had to let him go. He was National Player of the Year sophomore and junior year, and he had that game against Maryland where he did that windmill. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I know you remember that because you had cable back then. I didn't have cable. I just saw it 10 years ago.
We had on TV.
He had a good family. He was a good family. Oh, you remember On and Select?
Yeah.
Okay, I got another start bench cut. I need a real basketball head for this one. College only. Pearl Washington, Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson.
Lenny, where you at?
Where Lenny at? Is Lenny a basketball head?
No, you're basketball.
Come on, is he? Yes or no? Okay. T. Roy and then Alan Gray. T. Roy, Pearl Washington, Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson, only college. All New York point guards. I'm hitting them hard, Alan Gray. Oh my goodness.
Okay, take your black card.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that's okay. Okay. All right. Well, okay.
Pearl.
Okay. Okay. We'll come back to you when we have a question about Pier 1 or something. We'll come back to you. All right. Who go ahead. You played basketball in high school in my neighborhood. Who you gonna start? Pearl Washington, Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson, only college. I would have been his high school teammate, by the way, but I didn't want to go to my neighborhood school. Me and Roy didn't want to do that. I agree. Pearl, Pearl, dominant. Carrier Dome, 38,000. Who you gonna bench? And cut Anderson? For college, I'm going Pearl start, Kenny bench, and Strickland. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Because off college, Kenny Anderson came in and
Georgia Tech
against Duke with that ha. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm sorry. That means for those of you, that means between the legs. Yeah. People don't know. Syracuse, Brooklyn Boys and Girls High School, same high school as Lenny Wilkins. Syracuse, Rod Strickland, Oak Hill, DePaul, Kenny Anderson, Archbishop Malloy, same high school as Kenny Smith, and then Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech came with the big bag. Yeah. So Bobby Crimmins is supposed to go to Syracuse. Yeah. Bobby Crimmins messed up with him, and he told Steph Marbury, "You're not starting." So, and Steph was like, "For real, I'm out of here." Right. And that's where Steph wanted to go. Right. He wanted to go to Syracuse. So, okay, last start bench cut. Only college. Baron Davis, Mike Bibby, Steve Francis, Victor Lobo. I know y'all had cable in Boston. Who you got? Baron Davis, Mike Bibby, and Steve Francis, but only college. Only college. Who you gonna start? Baron, Bibby, or Francis? Start Baron and then bench Bibby and then cut Francis. That might not. I might have to start Bibby bench. Francis was real.
Francis was real in Maryland, huh?
Yeah, because Barron was good, but Francis was catching lobs.
Barron getting cut, and then I'm benching Francis.
Okay, I might have to go with that. So I might start Bibby, bench Francis, and then cut Barron.
Bibby was real too.
Bibby was real. He was a number 2 pick and
got the job at Sacramento State.
Sacramento State. Yep. Yeah. And he just got the head job at Sac State. They just put a whole lot of money in their program. Right. And Bibby won it.
Yeah, he won it.
Bibby won it as a freshman.
Yeah, with Miles
Simon and all them cats. So his dad, Henry Bibby, Sinagene, saw him in high school against Oak Hill. Steven Jackson gave him 36, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 8 steals. And Steven Jackson was loaded. Bibby only had one other D1 kid on his team. Right. So Bibby was phenomenal. Let's talk women's tournament. We picked 3 out of 4. Right. We picked SC to be a number 1 seed. We picked UCLA to be a 1 seed. We picked South Carolina to be a 1 seed. We didn't pick Texas. We picked UConn. And now, but I think UConn might be the hottest team, man.
UConn the hottest team. So, Paige Beckers. I don't think UCLA going to get past them.
Hey, I don't either. Hey, look. Hey, she did something nobody else ever did in a tournament. 30 points in 3 straight games. Taurasi didn't do that. No. Sue Bird didn't do that. Maya Moore didn't do that.
Hello.
Brittany Stewart didn't do that. Rebecca Lobo didn't do that.
Hello.
So I got UConn over UCLA. What you got?
I got UConn over UCLA. Plus, She got the girl.
The center who's good and the 3-man.
And the freshman.
Yeah, hey, and that center is the best passing big. And she was throwing dimes against SC.
Ferraro or something like that. But she's good. And then they got this freshman that was
real
threes
good. Yep.
Yesterday.
And then, what about South Carolina, Texas? I got South Carolina.
I got South Carolina. They dogs over there.
Okay.
They coming out breathing fire.
Yeah. Because they coaches a dog.
Coaches a dog.
Out of North Philly, Dobbins Tech. Don Staley.
You get ready to scrap over there.
Grew up playing with the boys.
Yeah.
So with Hank and Bo.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who you got? UConn or South Carolina? I got UConn.
I got UConn. Paige on fire right now.
If we win this, if all this pans out, we got to go to Vegas next weekend. We're doing a podcast from Caesars, dog. Raul got to roll. Yeah. Raul got to roll. Raul.
Yeah, somebody give me $1,000.
Yeah. We got to roll, dog. Yeah. You and Raul married. I ain't got to ask nobody. I'm going. So if y'all can't go, I'm gonna take Allen and T. Roy. Are we rolling? Yeah. Okay. Rolling. All right. You gonna get it? Yeah. You gonna get it. Start bench cut. NCAA women's start bench cut. Diana Taurasi, Cheryl Miller, Cynthia Cooper.
I'm starting.
We ain't new to this. We true to this.
I'm starting Taurasi.
Thank you. Go ahead, and then Lenny. Lenny up next, dog. He tried to sit back there in the cut.
Yeah.
I'm
starting Taurasi.
Who you gonna bench?
Benson Miller.
Yep.
Cooper gotta go.
Out of watch, she gotta go. Lenny, who you got, Lenny? Lenny must be 60, over 60, dog. He's before Prime Ticket in ESPN. Go ahead, Lenny. Okay, you start Miller. Cooper. Yeah, he's right, okay. All right.
UNLV. We got another alumni UNLV in the house tonight.
Who's that? Who?
Lynn Dog.
Play football, Hey, it's another UNLV football player, Big Sean. Sean
know Lenny.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't know. Coach be over there quiet. Yeah, Coach gonna rob us with a 1099 short form in his pocket. Think we don't know who he is.
Right.
All right, NBA basketball. Hey, NBA standings. Let's look at the Eastern Conference, dog. Look at the Eastern Conference. Cleveland's still number 1, but Boston is
moving.
Yeah, they moving. They only 4 or 5 games behind. So if you look at the standings
right
now,
left.
Cleveland is only 5 games ahead of Boston.
You got about 7 games left.
Yeah, so
you think you're gonna catch them? No, you ain't gonna catch them.
So if you look at the standings, Cleveland 1, Boston 2, New York 3, Indy 4, Detroit 5, Milwaukee has slipped to 6 because they've been hurt.
Right.
Giannis and
what's him called done for the season?
Who is? Not Lillard.
No, Lillard, right?
Is he with the blood clots?
Yeah, he's
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. They're not getting out the first round.
No.
Okay. And then you got Orlando 7. They're moving up. They've been hurt. Atlanta 8, Miami 9, Chicago surprisingly 10. Just beat the Lakers twice. But if you look at the last 10, I don't know. Cleveland is 5-5. Boston just went 6-0 on the road, set a record, 6-0 on the road, and 9-1 the last 10. New York 6-4, Indy 8-2, Detroit 6-4, Milwaukee 4-6, Orlando 6-4, Atlanta 5. Boston it's only 7 games. I don't think they can catch them because there's not that many games left. But Boston may have something to say, dog.
Yeah, they're gonna be in there. They're gonna be in there.
Okay, so my final 4 is Cleveland, the 1 seed, Boston 2, New York 3, Indy the 4 seed. I got Cleveland, Boston in the final 4. Who you got, Cleveland or Boston? I got Boston, dog. With Tatum? Who you got? I know who Vic got. I wanted to justify it, though.
I'm gonna roll with Cleveland.
You going with Cleveland?
Yeah.
Vic, you got Boston.
I'm gonna roll with Cleveland.
Let me ask you a question. Why is Boston going to beat Cleveland? They just went 6-0 on the road, dog.
Okay.
And I saw the Boston-Cleveland game. I got Boston, dog.
I'm going with
my mom and sisters are there. I'm rolling with Boston.
Yeah, because
I'm rolling with Boston, dog. Family. I'm rolling with family. Go ahead, say what you're gonna say, dog. Don't sugarcoat it.
Don't sugarcoat. I just like.
Don't sugarcoat it.
I like.
Don't be shy.
I like the starting 5. Mitchell, Garland,
Mitchell nice, Garland nice. They're well coached.
Your boy Mobley out of Marietta.
Out of Temecula, yeah.
I think I think they got a shot. They only lost 15 games.
No, I agree. They definitely have a shot. I'm just going with Boston. No, they good. They good.
Man.
Okay, let's look at the West.
Going wire to wire.
Okay, let's look at the West. Okay.
Yeah, what's their defensive ranking?
I don't know. Let me
want to
check
Google
my computer chip real quick.
We're going to check that.
I will check in a minute. We got our producer here. In the West, OKC is 14.5 above second place. So we got OKC 1, Houston 2, Denver 3, our Lakers 4, Golden State over there with Jimmy Buckets 5, Memphis 6, Minnesota 7, Clippers 8, Dallas 9, and Sac 10. What's your biggest surprise?
Cleveland ranked 2, number 2 defense.
Who is?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Okay.
Boston's right there.
It's a game. It's a game.
So what's your biggest surprise in the West? To me, it's that Minnesota is that low. I don't think that trade was in their best interest.
Right.
And Golden State is over there, number 5.
5. So if the playoffs start today, the Lakers would play Golden State. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Cleveland is nice. I'm gonna go with Boston's experience, but I'm not gonna be surprised if Cleveland wins. Right. It's not gonna be like they were a dark horse, so I'm gonna go with them. So we talked about our Final Four in the East. We said Cleveland, Boston, New York, Indy. I got Cleveland and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. I got Boston
winning.
I got Boston coming out over Cleveland. In the West, OKC, Houston, Denver, Lakers. I got OKC and Lakers in the
Western Conference Finals.
Yep, because the Lakers would have but if the Lakers finish in 4th, they got to play OKC in the semis. So they need to be in 3rd place.
And then how many games away from 3rd? Maybe a game.
Half a game.
Half a game.
So if you look at the last 10, OKC is 10-0.
Ooh,
with Shea. You see that fur coat he wore?
Oh, yeah.
He wore at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That fur. And then Houston is 8-2. Denver 5-5. Lakers 6-4. Golden State with Jimmy Buckets 7-3. Memphis 2-8. That's why they fired the coach.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Minnesota 7-3. Clippers 8-2. Dallas 4-6. Sac 3-7. Hey, Memphis 2-8 the last 10.
Yeah, they got something going on over there.
Well, they fired the coach, so
I think he was a pretty good coach too. I
thought they were in 4th place when they fired him. You in 4th place in the West,
and you gonna fire it? That's kind of
so. Any surprise? What are your biggest surprises when we talk about NBA basketball?
I want to say Cleveland.
Cleveland was good last year. No one had them this high because they fired Bickerstaff, who went over to Detroit and got them rolling. Very good coach.
Detroit. I like Detroit.
Detroit's my biggest surprise.
Yeah, biggest.
What about
surprise.
in the West? What's your biggest
surprise? Maybe Houston.
Maybe Houston. That's a good one. Who said
Houston?
That? Okay.
Houston.
Okay.
Because they had fell down and they got back up.
Yep.
And they came back down in 2nd. But we just beat them, so.
We just beat them the other night. So we talked about predictions. What's your thoughts on the Grizzlies firing Coach Taylor? 4th place, dog.
I don't know. Something going on there. He ain't getting along with
the locker room.
Yeah, he had to lose it, or he can get along with Ja. Yeah, had to be Ja.
And Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, so.
But they also said that, he fired 4 of his coaches last year and he brought in new coaches. He didn't really have an offensive identity. It was kind of like helter-skelter.
Oh.
So they said that too.
That'll get you fired.
Yeah. You
got to have an offensive identity. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, and he had to have an issue with Ja. I don't see them firing him if
4th
Ja
place.
won him. Yeah. So, man, we had that crazy brawl with Isaiah Stewart. Stewart got 2 games. Everybody else got 1 game.
Oh, with Vincenzo?
Yeah, they said Stewart has a pattern of this type of behavior. You see that? Did you see it?
Yeah, Vincenzo went for the throat.
Yeah, he was like, I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm with all that.
He grew up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he clearly is not from Walnut.
Right.
Clearly, he grew up in Ontario.
Pomona somewhere.
Pomona, probably went to Gary High or something.
Yeah,
Ganesha, yeah, it was a real fight, man.
Right.
So, talking injuries, New Orleans just shut down Zion and CJ. What's your thoughts on Zion, dog? I thought he was going to be the man.
Yeah, man. He need to get his butt in shape, get some of that weight off, and just dedicate himself to the game. And it seems like he's eating too many bonbons and
To
zoozos
me,
and
that's
wham
an
wham.
issue, dog. He's not in shape, and he jumps, and you can't be 285 jumping like that. Dog. You're
Nah.
gonna get hurt.
You don't get hurt. So
He was one of the best high school players I ever
a
saw.
freak of nature, yeah.
Great college player, had the second best college freshman season of anybody.
Came out his shoes, remember?
Came out of shoes with Obama in audience.
Yeah.
So we hopefully he can get his way down, man, and not be a bust. Like kind of like LJ got hurt and wasn't the same.
Right.
So LJ hurt his back. Zion stays injured. Can't carry all that weight. We talked about the Celtics 6-0 in a row. What are your thoughts on that?
They're a good team, man. They're a good team. Well coached, good team. They're gonna be a threat. So it's gonna be them in Cleveland battling.
I'm gonna tell you this: if the Houston coach that was there, Emil Udoka, was still in Boston, they probably would have won 3 straight. He's a good coach.
I can see that.
That's why I like that young coach.
Yeah.
You know, he not only did he trick off that job, he tricked off Nia Long.
Yeah, he tricked it off.
That's a double trick.
Yeah, he tricked it off.
He tricked off both.
He tricked it off.
Am I lying?
He tricked that off.
He tricked off the best job and the best breezy. So, but he's rebounded okay.
He rebounded. He probably got him another one. Probably got him another one.
When they got him a younger one in Houston, H-Town. So, PJ Tucker signed a 2-year deal in New York. I like that. He hits the corner 3, plays D. He's a good, solid locker room guy. I like that. I'm happy he signed with somebody. Dylan Harper, Ron Harper's son, declared
coming out,
going number 2.
Number 2 pick.
What do you think about him?
He got a cold game.
6'5", 6'6" point guard, lefty.
Right. Daddy was cold.
Daddy was cold, especially before the knee injury.
Daddy was cold. Hollywood Harper
used to give. He wasn't better than Jordan, but he
gave him the business in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He gave him the business in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Name a couple other starters from that Cleveland team.
Craig Elo.
He came off the bench.
Larry Nance.
Yeah, hold on. This is only for Randy.
Larry Nance.
You know, you can't call on a
Mark
friend
Price.
and say Jeopardy.
Mark Price. Larry Nance. It's another one.
Brad Daugherty. Because Elo and Hot Rod came off the bench.
Hot Rod, yeah.
Hey, and then yeah. Ron Harper was nice. Yeah. So let me ask this question. Let me ask this. Don't yell. Who did the Clippers trade for Ron Harper?
Ron Harper.
No, 1990. Don't say I remember. Give me the answer. Hell no, that's 10 years apart. Danny Ferry. 1990. Look it up. OG Mark. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. LG Mark. I want to see if they knew. Yeah, Danny Ferry, baby.
Danny Ferry, huh?
Yeah, 1990. I knew they would know that. Whose dad is Bob Ferry, who was the GM of the Washington Bullets. Mm-hmm. Come on. I gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I know. Come on, dog. So Ron Harper was traded for, and then he got hurt, and then he wasn't the same.
Knee,
But before that knee,
he was cold.
Hey, where did Ron Harper play college ball at? Ron Harper, where did he play college ball? They going on their smartphones right now, Mark. Miami of Ohio. From Ohio. Okay.
I met him in Hawaii.
Did
he came up there. Him, John Sally.
All right. I got a start bench cut. Ronald Patton. I need you over here for a minute, dog. You got on a jersey. Let me see if you're official.
You got that SC. You got that Ronnie Lott on.
I'm gonna give you a football one too, but I need an Alan Gray. You next. Start bench cut. CP3, John Stockton, Jason Kidd. Go ahead, Ron. You next, Alan. Start bench cut. Pro. Start CP. Okay. You gonna cut J Kidd?
I'm not cutting J Kidd.
Ronald got something against light skinned dudes. I can tell. Yeah. So you gonna start CP, you gonna bench Stockton, cut Kidd. He might not be
too bad.
Alan Gray, who you got?
Starter? Yeah, that's my starter, yeah.
Ooh, Stockton all-time assists. No. No, a career, pro career.
Career. Yeah.
Whose career do I prefer? 20 years in, maybe CP, still rolling.
Still rolling.
Kid was nice. He got a ring. Stockton doesn't have one, CP. But career, CP is in year 20 still.
Still producer.
He is a legend. He is. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
If you said high school or college, I'd have to go kid.
Kid.
But pro, I might have to go CP for longevity. Stockton 2. You might have to cut kid, dog. It's hard.
It's hard.
I need some dark liquor for that one. Anybody else want to do that one? Okay.
No.
Okay. Lenny, here go another one. Huh? OG Mark?
OG
No,
Mark.
I got one for OG Mark. You want to do that one or the next one? No. I'm going to give Mark this one. Mark, start, bench, cut in their prime. D. Wade, Penny Hardaway, James Harden. I do my homework, dog. Go ahead, OG Mark. In their prime. D. Wade, Penny, and we ain't talking about long, just in their prime. D. Wade, Penny, Harden. Pro. Hold on. Go ahead, Mark. Who you starting?
Yep.
You start D. Wade. Okay. Who you benching? You might have to bench Harden? And you gonna cut Penny?
I'm not cutting Penny.
Hey, let me say this. OG Mark is a homie. We only asking him questions about Pittsburgh Steelers from now on, dog. You get all the Mike Tomlin. Nah. So you go bench Penny? Okay, but okay. Oh, you, then Allen, and then me. Nah, we got you, OG.
So I'm gonna start.
In a prime.
I'm gonna start Dwayne Wade. I'm gonna bench. I got a bench. Ooh. Bench.
I mean, they all cold, dog.
Harden got to go.
I agree.
Harden got to go.
And you going to bench Penny.
Bench Penny. I got to keep Penny.
Allen Gray, go ahead.
Yeah.
See, he from my neighborhood. All day, 11-5 all day. I know we're not supposed to be like that up here, but I'm starting his prime. Penny
was cold.
Hold on. Let me say this. In 1995-96, Penny gave Jordan 24 in the first half, and Phil Jackson had to put Scotty on him.
Yes, sir.
D. Wade and Harden wouldn't have given Jordan 24 and a half.
No.
I'm starting Penny. I'm benching D. Wade, and Harden got to come off the bench, dog. I'm with you. He from my neighborhood, dog. I'm with him. He know about Kendall's Donuts, Quick and Split. He know about that.
Quick and shit.
Yeah. He know about that, dog. And Lucy's on Imperial Western.
Yeah.
Ask him. Yes, sir. Go ahead. One of the best ever.
Yeah.
He not top 50?
No, I don't think so.
Easy. Top 25. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple more things, NBA. A-Rod got ownership
of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It was contentious with the former owner, but he got it. Happy for him. And then Carmelo Anthony, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Averaged like 22.
Yep.
Shooting about 34% from the field. No, 34% from three, and about 43% from the field.
Hey, should have been first ballot Hall of Famer. Hey, out of Baltimore, Maryland, then went to Oak Hill. Had probably, to me, the best freshman year ever.
Oh, yeah, Syracuse.
At Syracuse,
yes, and won it.
And won it.
Yeah.
Came in there. They said when he would go to class, all the students would be like, "That's Carmelo."
Yeah.
They knew about him.
Yeah.
You know, he donated over $3 million. They got the Carmelo Anthony practice facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was that for his son to practice in
his own daddy's facility? That's cool. That's cool.
So no, it should be first ballot Hall of Famer. My only regret with him is that he didn't, because he was supposed to go with D. Wade and LeBron to Miami.
Oh,
but he took the 5-year deal instead of the 3-year deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
he wanted the guaranteed money. They were like, dude, we're gonna get the money anyway.
Anyway,
I would have took the 3 year.
I took the 3 year and going down in Miami.
Let me ask you this: if he goes to Miami, do they win more championships?
Of course.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a dog.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in? If Carmelo goes to Miami, what do you think? They got 2. They got it in 12 and 13. They lost in 11 to Dallas. They lost in 14 to San Antonio. Huh?
They probably would have beat Dallas.
Because you needed another dog. Yeah. Okay. NFL football. And I'll say it again. Yeah, with Kawhi. Okay. NFL football. Tush push. They're trying to ban that, dog. What's your thoughts?
Leave that alone, man.
Let them.
First of all, if they got way down,
if
if they went 99 yards on the field, you ain't did your job. You understand? So now it's on the 1 yard line.
Now you want to
complain. Stop the play. You got to learn how to stop the play.
Okay.
So they tabled it. They're gonna come back to it. So they probably gonna ban it because they're trying to muster up enough votes.
They're gonna ban it.
That's what that play is.
Okay. Michael Parsons trying to get a new deal. They say they close. I'm not really rolling with Dallas anymore.
What?
Off them.
Off of Dallas?
Off of Dallas, homie. I'm 40. Let's see. I'm 47 years with them, dog. Rolling with the Commanders in my family, dog. I'm off Dallas.
You're off Dallas.
I've been with Dallas since '78, dog. Can't roll with Jerry anymore.
So this year you're gonna have a Commanders jersey on.
I'm gonna have
Jaden Daniels.
I'm gonna have 2 or 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them. I'm rolling with the Commanders, dog.
Jaden Daniels, Debo Samuels,
Debo, Scary Terry, Bobby Wagner.
Oh yeah, Ontario,
Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, that sounds like a team.
I'm rolling. I'm done. Producer, I'm done with Dallas.
Y'all heard it.
I'm done.
Better
I've been
not
done
catch
with
him
for 2 weeks.
Saying nothing about Dallas this year.
I'm off them, dog.
Y'all heard it.
I'm off them, dog. I'm not rolling with Dallas anymore. I don't wish the dead on anybody, but
right. Jerry, you messed up, Jerry.
Yeah, they messed up. Okay, so Michael's close to a deal. The Niners, they tied their exodus to which we told Charles this 6 months ago. They got to give Purdy a new deal. They lost 17 free agents, dog.
Wow.
17.
And I heard they favored to win the division.
You guys, nah.
Ain't no way in hell they gonna win that division.
Nah, I don't. I agree with you. I agree.
Right.
Who's gonna win that division? You guys? Seattle's now. Who's Seattle's quarterback? They lost Geno.
Sam Darnold, the guy that see ghosts.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So, how do you rank that division? Give me that division. Who's first?
Rams.
Who's second?
Depending how Sam Darnold plays, Seattle.
And
then 49ers, then Arizona.
Okay.
Right.
Speaking of Arizona, Calais Campbell coming back for 18th year. Good for him. Get that money, dog.
Get that money, man.
18 years of the show it's not like the NBA. That's 18 years of punishment.
Yeah, you might not be able to walk, but
yeah, you might not remember how to pick up your kids from school at 42, but
right.
At least you got money.
Yeah.
Like Tony Dorsett, they had to have him stop picking his kids up.
Wow.
Can't make it up, dog.
It's a brutal game.
They say Aaron Rodgers, man, might end up in Pittsburgh. Rooney came out and said that the conversations are favorable. He worked out in Cali with your boy with DK. I see him going to Pittsburgh, dog.
If they don't,
I see him going to Pittsburgh.
If he doesn't, they're screwed.
They said they're gonna go with Mason Rudolph, dog.
They screwed if they gotta go with Mason Rudolph.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Hey, Mark, looking at me with side eye right now, dog.
Yeah.
I just caught that. I looked up and I felt the tension and the heat, dog.
Yeah.
Nah, real talk, dog. When OG look at you like that, he about to chastise you, dog. So let me put my microphone down.
Right.
So, OG, what are your thoughts? Should they get Rodgers? And if they don't get him, are they in trouble? Say it again. I think so too. From who?
Jackson Dart.
You think so? That would be great.
That'd be nice.
Because now you got the starter for a year, and then Jackson
Dart. I like Jackson Dart.
But last week we talked about Shador.
He ain't gonna go that far.
They said he might. Mike Tannenbaum had him going that. You don't think so?
I don't think so either.
Let me ask you this: would you say it again? No, but they predicted Pittsburgh was going to trade up for him. So let me ask you this: would you like Shador as a backup to Aaron for a year? Me too. Me too.
All day long.
That would be my first choice.
All day long.
Because that's what they predicted that Pittsburgh may trade up. That'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah. That would be really good. Okay. The owner for the Cleveland Browns came out. This is cold. He said, we swung and missed on Deshaun Watson. How your owner gonna talk about you like that?
Because you stupid. You signed that stupid guaranteed
230
deal
guaranteed.
with all that baggage coming.
Yeah.
Man.
Massage therapy.
Yeah. Stay out the massage parlors, brother.
But what do you think about the owner coming out saying that? Yeah, it's true, but why would you do that to a player?
Yeah, he did. You just. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play there no more.
He's just mad because you got to pay him 46.
Yeah, you got to pay him.
Yeah.
They want clicks. They want likes.
All right, I got to start bench cut. I'm going to go to OG Mark first. OG Mark, start bench cut off their pro career. Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, and Jim Brown.
Oh, shit.
Jim Brown. Okay, Jim Brown started.
Jim Brown started.
Who coming off the bench? Who you going to bench? And O.J. Who you going to bench? Yeah, yep. And cut Walter. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Who else?
That's a
OG
tough
Wayne.
one.
OG Wayne. Hey, they all tough. Hey, we do our research, homie. Hey, this is like college, Cliff Note version. We citing resources, all that.
Right.
Hey, back here. OG Wayne, Walter Payton, OJ Simpson, Jim Brown. Who you gonna start? Who you gonna bench? Who you gonna cut? Sean, you next.
I guess I'm gonna go with Walter.
And you gonna cut OJ?
Cut OJ.
The first with 2,000 yards?
You cut him.
Hey, I'm gonna date myself. I know my young homies back there, Io and Nikki ain't gonna know this. I got the spot built cleats. You remember spot built?
Spot built.
Remember spot built?
Yeah.
OJ? They like who? Yeah. Okay.
Hertz rent a car?
Yep. Sean, who you got, Sean? Sean, and then you, Ronald. OJ Simpson, Jim Brown, Walter Payton. Who you gonna start bench cut, Sean? Yep. Okay.
You gonna cut OJ? OJ, you cut, man. Rest in peace.
Go ahead, Ronald.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Ronald. And cut Peyton. Okay, here go another one. T. Roy, here you go. Hey, and then Marlon, where you at? Marv, where you at? Marv, you ready? T. Roy and then Marv. All right, start bench cut. Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson, T. Roy and then Marv. You'll start Barry. Who you gonna bench? Emmitt Smith and LaDainian Tomlinson. Who you gonna bench? And you gonna cut LT? Marv. You gonna bench and you gonna cut Emmitt?
You cutting Emmitt.
You gonna cut Emmitt? Okay.
I know if Barry's behind that line, Barry had 3,000 yards. Yeah, no line.
Okay.
All right.
With that. Okay.
All right.
College football, man. Frank Reich hired at
as the interim coach
at Stanford because Troy Taylor, if you get a warning and you get cited for how you treat the compliance department who's in place to keep you in line and you still coming at them sideways,
you just
they
sit
give
your
you a
ass
warning
down.
and then you do it again, you're supposed to get fired.
You're supposed to get fired. So now you really sitting your ass down. You got fired.
Or as we say in the hood, you poster. Just like trying to deter them from doing their job, making sure Stanford was in compliance with how they followed the rules. He was telling the players don't talk to him, all kind of stupid stuff. You just came from, I think you came from like Sac State. And you got the Stanford job. Now you want to act up.
Yeah, now you want to act up. Big man on campus.
Yeah, that wasn't smart. So they hired, Andrew Luck has complete control. Smart guy.
Smart guy.
His dad is Oliver Luck, who was over the XFL was the AD at West Virginia.
Right.
Can't make this up, Alan Gray. We really do our research. So, man, I'm happy with it, dog.
Yeah.
You got to get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
was the
Frank
head
Reich
coach
is a
for
good coach. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good coach. He was a good quarterback. He was a backup quarterback where?
Buffalo,
Thank you.
behind Kelly.
Behind Kelly. Where did Kelly play college football at? Got to spit that out quick, dog.
Ooh.
OG Mark, they got to spit it out quick on me, dog.
Kelly went to Miami or Pittsburgh?
I mean, you tell me, dog.
Miami.
I asked the question.
Miami.
He's from Western PA. He went to Miami. What draft was he in?
I don't know that, bro.
83 draft. Jim Kelly, John Elway, Dan Marino.
Damn.
He was in that 83 draft.
That's a hell of a draft.
Yeah. And 2 out of the 3 from Western PA. Jim Kelly and Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Both of them got no rings, though.
No rings.
No rings.
Elway got one.
Elway got one, though. California boy, Granada Hills.
Granada Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Dion got a new deal, 5 years, 54.
Yeah.
Made him a lot of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money, baby.
He was getting 5.7. Now he up to 10. He's the 4th highest paid coach in college.
My boy over here doing his research.
Huh?
Sean, hey, don't tell me he not from a good family. He doing research.
Yeah, so year 25 and 26, he get 10. 27 and 28, he get 11. 12, he get, and 2029, he get 12 million.
Good for him.
4th highest paid. Who's the highest paid coach in college football?
Huh? Yeah, every game. Yeah.
Who's the highest paid coach in college football? D1.
I would say probably it's got to be either Kirby or Sarkisian.
Kirby Smart.
Hey, Alan Gray, I ain't new to this. You see how fast you see
Kirby
that?
Smart, number 1 with 13.2.
I didn't know what he was going to ask me, but I just pulled it back off.
Who's the number 2?
Memorex. I mean, it's got to be either. It's not Alabama. It's got to be probably Sarkisian or Dabo Sweeney. Who is it?
Ryan Day at 12.5.
Ryan Day. Oh yeah, he should be there. Yeah.
And the third one above Dion is Dabo Sweeney at 11.1.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah,
Dabo got a ring.
Yeah,
or 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So hats off to Dion. Got that bag.
Yeah.
He brought the buzz and everything back. He got Marshall Falk over there now
as a running back coach.
He got Warren Sapp.
I'm gonna talk about Marshall in a minute. I got something for him.
You. I mean, if I was a kid, why you wouldn't want to go there? I mean, you know, you're gonna get taught by the best. Highest paid in the NFL coach.
It's probably not the KC. I mean, KC probably because he probably don't need them. He don't need the money. I don't know. Who is it? Bro got a computer though.
Huh?
Andy Reid?
Andy Reid?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it should be. Huh?
20? Ooh, 20 tickets.
Ooh. And you only got to the first round? Okay. Yeah. We need to be coaches.
Yeah, I need to go back.
So Dion got a new deal. Hey, we got 2. Where Lenny at? Lenny still over there?
Yeah, Lenny over there.
I can't see that far. My cataracts. Lenny, Dan Mullen is excited about being at UNLV. They got that Frank Fertitta football facility. He couldn't believe it. What's your thoughts on Dan Mullen at UNLV? Since you played there. I can't hear you.
We left off last season.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Were you there with Jason Thomas, with John Robinson? Oh, when he came from SC. So what high school class are you? 90 what? Okay, yeah, because he did SC for like a year or 2. Then he came over there. And my thing with him was, I think if he would have been a linebacker or tight end, he would have been a pro. Phenomenal athlete. Out of Dominguez High, was doing reverse windmills in the 9th grade.
I remember that.
But he wasn't a great throw. What was it? You know. But you redshirted. I mean, he redshirted when you were a senior. So, but he practiced with you or no? Was he? But he was hard to guard out there. I saw him in high school. He beat Ayala, and he was phenomenal, dude.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Played for Coach Donaldson at Dominguez. What could run, athlete, super athlete. Where'd you play high school football? Montclair. Okay. Yeah, Jason Thomas was good. He's a probation officer or something now. He's PO. Yeah, his son is in Vegas, still in Vegas. What's your thoughts, Sean, on Dan Mullen? I like that hire. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they said don't come back. Well, you guys acted up. What happened?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was blackballed, huh?
All the balls.
All the balls.
Okay.
So we got 2 UNLV greats,
Yeah.
Sean McCoy and Lenny Ware, right out
Okay.
here. Both of them from Pomona.
Are they both from Pomona?
Both from Pomona.
P-Town?
P-Town, stand up.
Okay. So Sean played high school football where?
Ganesha.
And then Lenny played in Montclair.
Montclair.
Good move. He got out of P-Town, huh?
Oh, yeah, you got to
Good
go.
move. Gotta go. Okay. So no Colorado, Syracuse spring game. Dion wanted to do that. They said no, sir.
No, sir.
I think they'll probably let him by next year.
They will let him, man.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
it's good, man.
It's
You
good
get
for
tired
him.
of practicing against your
You
own
said
players.
that. You said that. I agree.
You know
with
what I mean?
that.
You
I
want to
get
go
that.
against some meat. Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
So they started.
They
I mean,
probably-
as long
they
as
will
it's
next
long
year.
as it's controlled scrimmage, I mean, I don't see no harm in it. But then NCAA be tripping,
Yeah.
and they'll get their stuff together.
Let me ask you this question: can Notre Dame win a championship in the next 3-4 years?
If they spend some money,
They got to get the NIL.
they got to get their
up.
NIL
We
right.
talked about that about
I
6
think I'm
weeks
gonna
ago.
send Raul over there, give him some of this R&R money.
Give us some of this R&R, some of this old Cuban money, some of this old communist Cuban money.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk to Raul later. It's
Later.
his 38th birthday. We'll talk to
His
him in a minute, dog.
38.
38, homie.
30.
Same age as you, minus 30.
Dang, that's the hardest working man in the cigar
Hey.
business, though. Happy
Hey.
birthday, brother.
04, 02, 87. I was a freshman in college. You were just coming back from Desert Storm and Vietnam, and OG Wayne was retiring from Edison.
Man, 87. Yeah, I got out the army and hit the street.
Yeah. Hit the block. Yeah,
Hit the
yeah.
block.
Yeah. Like I said, you're coming back from Vietnam.
Coming back. I came back
OG
from
Wayne
Fort Polk,
had his-
Louisiana.
His retirement party.
Yeah, I said, let me get back in these streets,
Yeah.
baby.
So the army didn't do nothing for you.
Oh man, they corrupted me,
You
man.
said America who? You said America forever.
Ooh,
man.
Lord have mercy.
All right. Last question, dog. Hey, I got a cold one. Where Marv? Where you at, Marv? Start, bench, cut, college career. Reggie Bush, Marshall Faulk, Barry Sanders.
Ooh,
I'm hitting them hard, Alan Gray. I don't play with this, dog. Starting Barry, he had a great. Okay.
Marshall.
Who? I did.
Mm.
And you cutting Falk?
Fuck, roll. Man.
I'm going. If you go off, I'm starting Barry of
Right.
that year when he had 2,900 yards.
And I'm benching.
I'm benching
I'm bench Falk.
and I'm cutting Reggie.
Cutting
I
Reggie.
hate to cut Reggie.
I hate to cut
I
Reggie.
know we got the homie with the SC because we just comparing. I'm just comparing.
I just remember Marshall Falk running rip shit over everybody.
FC, over everybody.
Yeah.
I gotta start Barry.
Mm.
Who'd you start, Barb? Who'd you start? Reggie. You start Reggie? I'm the opposite of him.
Yeah, I'm opposite.
College only. I'm starting Barry. I'm benching Marshall. I'm cutting, and I love Reggie.
I love Reggie too.
That might be my favorite college running back ever. But if you look at Barry's that 1 year, and Barry only started 1 year. Hey, who knows college football? Where Lenny at? Lenny, who did Barry back up? Barry only started 1 year and won a Heisman in 1 year he started.
Thurman, right?
Thurman Thomas.
Thurman Thomas.
That's it, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma State, yeah.
That's
Stillwater all day. Cowboys. All right, that's it, baby. We got part 2 coming up.
Part 2. We got 2 interviews coming up. We got the birthday boy, the super duper producer and owner, Mia Vanna, Raw Arena. And then we got Jazz Cat, the entertainer, coming up. We'll be back. Episode 30. What?
31, baby.
31 in the books. We out. We'll be back. Take a chill, Phil. We'll be right back.